Hi, and welcome back to English for Communication 2. I'm Steve Judge. Today we're going to begin Unit 5 talking about our personal history. This is Lesson 1 on grammar using present perfect. So, personal history is when we talk about our own personal experience. Here are some examples of questions that ask for people's individual personal experience, the moments that are important or special to you. So example questions are, what is your greatest achievement? What is the coolest thing you have ever done? What was the hardest lesson you've ever learned? What was the most amazing place you have seen? How does what happened when you were a kid affect the way you are now? So these are all questions that are different by person to person, and everyone has a different answer to all these questions. Answering these questions, the best English tense we have is present perfect. But to use present perfect correctly, you need to know its meaning. So there are 5 basic meanings to present perfect. The first and common one is to describe an action that is being repeated between the past and the present. And our example here is, we have gone to the beach many times. So it's something the person has done many times in the past and probably may do in the future. We also use present perfect when we describe an action that started in the past, is still continuing to the future. I have lived in the United States since 1990. So it's starting from the past and continues up to now and into the future. Third, we have describing an action that has not yet been finished. It has rained for a lot this month. So the raining hasn't stopped yet. It's still raining. Number 4 is to describe an action that was completed in the recent past. So example, I have just finished my internship at the museum. So it has been recently finished. And fifth, to describe an action that was where time is not important. She lost her wedding ring. When she lost it, we don't know, but it's not the important, it's the actual action. So we have 5 basic meanings to present perfect. Now, looking at the grammar, how we make present perfect, our sentence structure. So for basic sentences, subject, have, plus been, plus verb 3, also known as the past participle. How this looks is, we have our 2 examples. I have been to Japan, and she has talked to me already. Now, we have to be careful when we use he, she, it, because we use has instead of have. When we make a negative, the basic structure, again, is subject plus have plus not plus been and plus verb 3. Examples are, I have not spoken to him today. Have plus not plus verb 3. We also have the contraction, haven't eaten all day. And with he, she, hasn't. And then third, instead of using not, we use never. And this is unique to present perfect. So we have I have never, you have never, done something like this before. Next, we have how to make a question. So we have subject, being, and verb 3. So similar structure, except for the have and subject switch places. So they've switched places here. Sometimes there can be a question word at the beginning. So examples that we have are, have you finished your homework? Has she finished her homework? So again, we have and has, depending on the subject. When have you traveled abroad? So there's an example of a question word at the beginning of the question. And sometimes we have ever in a question. So we don't use never, we use ever in questions. And it goes after the subject. So that's the basic structure for present perfect. So let's put this in practice. Look at these 5 sentences and see if you can fill in the blanks. So for number 1, did you say, I have not finished my homework? So here we have a sentence that started in the past and continues into the present. For number 2, did you say, she has talked to him? An action that was completed in the past, where time is not important. It's just something that was done in the past. He hasn't eaten yet. So again, an action not done in the past up to the present. They have seen this movie many times. So again, a repeated action in the past. And our last one, they have never been to Japan. So that's it for today's lesson on present perfect and talking about our personal experience. A very useful tense when doing so. My name's Steve Judge, and have a good day. Bye.